What's up, y'all? So look, I was performing at the Improv a couple days ago, and I had this joke that I do where I ask people if they watch porn or if they have seen porn. And if they have, what do they type in the search bar? That's the joke. I'll be like, what do you type in the search bar? And people say all kind of crazy stuff, and we laugh about it and joke about it or whatever. But this one guy was in the audience, and he was sitting with this white chick. Now, I tell people before I do a show, sometimes like if I'm working on material, I let people know that I just don't be up here talking. You know, I do research on a lot of the stuff that I'm saying, so I know what I'm talking about, right? So anyway, I'm talking and doing a joke, and there's one guy sitting in the audience, and he's just sitting there, and he's with this white woman. And so I asked him, I was like, you watch porn? He was like, yeah. And I was like, what do you put in your search bar? And he was like, I don't even want to talk about that. And so we was like, nah, tell us. And he was like, nah, I'm good. Now everybody want to know. Everybody like, yo, nah, tell us. So finally he sit there and he go, and excuse my language, I'm only saying what he said. And I'm only going to say it once, so I want to keep repeating it. But he said, I like to watch stuck fuck. And I was like, what? And everybody was like, huh? And he was like, yeah. And we was like, what? So then we was like, what is that? And he was like, look it up. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you do so much research and then look it up. I was like, nah, just tell us. He was like, nah, look it up. So usually everybody's phones is locked up at the show, right? So couldn't nobody look it up. But this one dude snuck a phone in, right? So he pulled his other phone out. He had two phones. He pulled it out. He started looking it up. But his old ass couldn't see what it was saying. This other guy grabbed his phone, and we read it. And it said, when a woman is stuck somewhere and a man has sex with her. And we was like, what? Like, he was like, and so the dude was like, yeah. Like if she's stuck in a washer or dryer, and while she's stuck there, you hit off. I was like, what? And everybody in the room was like, huh? And he was standing on business. He just sat there like, that's what I like to watch. So we was like, what's some other places somebody could be stuck at? And he was like, man, you could be stuck in a headboard or a banister. You could be stuck in a banister. Or he was like, how about if she drops a ring or something in the drain and she put her hand down there and she's stuck? He was like, I hit her. I'll bang her off and then I help her. And I'm like, what? Anyway, it's a real thing. People are watching this. It is a community of people that like to watch this. It's crazy. And if you think I'm tripping, look it up yourself, all right? It's wow. It's called what I said it is, all right? But check it out, though. I just want to know how many people out there watching. And look, ask your friends and stuff. Now, if anybody know what this is, they in these streets. They are definitely in these streets. If you ask them, what's stuck, you know, and they like, oh, I know what it is, know that they watching it. Because no one knows what this is. I didn't even know it existed. So ask your people, be like, yo, you know what that is? If they know what it is, they in these streets, definitely.